This is another, well, yeah, VRVS. Yeah, this is minor bent at the back there, but nothing drastic. Yeah, it's been fully gutted. Obviously, the guy that had this, just chopping them and or flicking parts. But yeah, anyway, you can see it's actually been all sealed and had decent insulation put in it. But yeah, anyway, VS shape dash, but she's virgin rear end. Well, I don't know about tyres, but yeah, no tubs, no nothing. So yeah, I'm messing here. Basically, didn't get to touch this after tanning, but yeah, so it's still covered in shit, as you can see. It's dust. Anyway, but yeah, I suppose this is one of the reasons. Yeah, you can see in the video that basically, that's the flat floor behind the wheel tubs, which I did 10 years ago maybe. So yeah, like I said, anyone worried about the longevity of them, don't be. It's a tiny bit of bog or filler. It's been burnt off over time, but yeah, that's my Nelk special cash can. But yeah, anyway, that's probably one of the things. Well, this will get redesigned, but yeah, basically gonna reshell the whole unit. But yeah, I said the amount of times this arse end's been slapped. Yeah, there's a fair bit of how good your eye is and what you can tell, but yeah, arse end's had more hits than Madonna. I don't really got the tail light hanging out either, but like I said, looks reasonably straight. Paint, is nice under all that, but anyway. So yeah, opportunity. That was probably one of my biggest regrets. You notice it's got a flat floor between the tubs. I can't actually get the diff up any higher or get the vehicle to sit down any lower, I suppose, than what it does currently. So yeah, light's not great, but did my own rear chassis back then, and that's bump stops, but as redneck as they are, but yeah, that was one of the issues. Also is the if you see past there, but yeah, the tail shaft bottoms out in the top of the tunnel if you go any lower too, so it is pretty well sacked now. But yeah, anyway, my own homemade lower control arms. Got some just nolophanes up the top, some stiff ones, but yeah, even the brackets and whatever else, made all them myself back then. But I see today on the website Showtime actually makes a lot of that shit now, so whether I try and do my own version better or not, but yeah, if you see, you can't really see with the light, but my tub basically stops there. I tell a lot of people is tie into the corner with some, need some light, but yeah, angle line, so basically stops the bottom of the tub folding up. But what's happening is the rubber actually goes up past there and the belt slaps the bottom of the tray, and that obviously ends up with that big mushroom effect, if you can sort of tell from the video. I'm maybe looking over that side might be better. You see it, yeah, gets a hammering. Even like that whole floor is 3 mil, but doesn't need to be that thick. Like that center panel, yeah, could be 2 quite happily, and support everything you're going to throw in it. But yeah, so the idea is whether I shift the cell forward and yeah, move the breather tank, or yeah, whatever I do there. Probably put a different floor in the bottom there. Like this is where my batteries sat the whole time I've had the relocation. But yeah, anyway, since I did the engine swap, but yeah, so opportunity to do a few things. Obviously the again full of crap, but VP dash, so definitely like the oh, yeah, geez, light's terrible, but yeah, can't even see the IC7, but yeah, so the idea is flat firewall, obviously different strut towers, and strut brace, all that sort of shit's not going to work. But yeah, idea is I'll go flat firewall. The coils that sit up under that wiper tray, yeah, so they'll go. I'll fab up a new bar basically, tie the strut towers permanently together, and yeah, we'll go out and have a look at the other one and see that got a few, like I did plated rails last time and half-assed the flattening the thing out, but obviously they're slightly later, so was it series 2, well, what's it up to, VK, I think had like even, so you had the drop pin both sides, which I definitely like the look, or the symmetry obviously with the twins, but yeah, anyway, with the dry sump tank over that side, yeah, we'll go out and have a look at the other one and see what the plan is. Wait for the gimbal to spin around. Yeah, so that'll probably be one thing go. On my other one there's a the isolators behind the fuel flap, but yeah, that's one of the big things this one will give me an opportunity to do is under the, like the what is it, the factory fuel tank cover, etc. All that space, but yeah, so I'll mount the battery in there again, but probably run the leads up, and what I'll do is run the isolator through the back of the tunnel, so like probably a power lead or lug I should say, but also an isolator for the earth, and then the two run up. So obviously get that to turn again, yeah, so this is in there at the moment, but yeah, the tuck you up under there, basically with a flat firewall, give me a nice mounting spot, put the, well, basically Haltech, and then yeah, got a couple of goodies on the way there as well from the boys at Haltech, so yeah, the Elite will go up there, and all the wideband box, etc. Yeah, like I said, I'll mock up a custom dash, probably some alley, but yeah, definitely prefer the shape of the VS dash, VRVS. Obviously all the gauges and whatnot will get the arse. Brakes, don't know. I originally went boostless because I had the twins and had the pipes used to come out. Spin. Had the pipes used to come out, and like I said, it's a master cylinder hole, but the pipe used to go down through. Like, yeah, had that cut out, which obviously weakens the strut tower up a little bit, so hence the brace the first time. But yeah, basically, once you knock all this sort of shit out of the tunnel, you know, brake lines, etc. Steering is obviously got to come through the same freaking spot, but yeah, I mean, most of the flat firewalling I'll cover. Obviously your rain, or your what do you call that, like your wiper recess tray, I'll panel over. Got a trick idea for that actually, so yeah, make a nice cover up for it, but yeah, and then they said this guy's already had a check out his friggin' welding, but yeah, had a half-assed attempt at, yeah, you can see the bird shit, but yeah, anyway, I'll smooth all them properly, obviously plate the rails again, yeah, put the V8K frame in it. That is the only bit of rust I can sort of see, yeah, sway bar obviously goes. Run without a sway bar on the last one for the since it's been dry sump, so a good couple of years. I haven't really noticed any difference. Did sort of ask a few of the drift guys and whatever a while ago. But yeah, anyway, the idea, dry sump tank will go back over there. So having had a small crash, well it wasn't a crash actually, when it was sitting as a shell, this guy's old man backed into it. So radiator support panel's taken a bit of a knock, but idea is, obviously cut all these, the aircon brackets and all that shit off, smooth all this, even though you'll never see it. But when I plate the rails out, what I might do is I'll bring it and flush that off nicely. You only see glimpses of it through the front of the Milo bar, but what I'm thinking is basically tie into that, then run sort of tube up and zoom the wrong way, run a tube up, basically tie into the top of the struts and run around for your radiator support, because you only basically got to pick up these two sort of clips up under here for the radiator, and then and then sort of like headlight mounts, etc. But yeah, the last one I did like a flushed off or flat radiator panel, but I don't know, that's not my line, but that'll be basically where I think they get cut, to be honest. Knife all that out, run the same both sides, so it's just got some like splash protection for whatever's going on in the bay. But yeah, there's not a lot of requirement to have any of that stuff there, so I can sort of make it quite symmetrical then. But yeah, might actually raise that tunnel just a fraction. I don't know. Obviously the 400 and whatever fits in there pretty nicely. When you get to sort of here, like I said, the tunnel from there in, you can't see it with this panel in, but I'll raise that up. Then obviously, cut the rear chassis out again, narrow the whole thing, obviously all the factory. So last time I left the factory top mounts in there. Whether I do that again, I don't have any issues with the ones I've got now tearing or doing anything silly. Last time I built, incorporated incorporated a jacking point in the factory rear beaver tail, whatever you want to call that, section. But run the coilovers again, so once I cut all that out, tie in a new bar. But basically opportunity to tidy things right up. U-Pole wanted to do something with us a little while ago, so I'll wrap to coat the whole thing underneath once I get it all nice. Obviously none of this has been any burnouts before, so just pull these minor dents out, and not have 4.5 kilos of bog in the back of it like the other one. But just an opportunity to try and do things a bit nicer in the off season while I'm bored. A few challenges, I suppose. The big wheels with the lock kit that I've got currently touch some inner firewall. So whether I maybe take the opportunity while it's sort of this far apart and take that 20mm as well and replate that, or how I attack that, I don't know. Or how carried away I get, I suppose. Obviously brake lines and that are all braided anyway, so that doesn't matter. Still, even that, I don't know what he's really attempted there. I think that was to delete the bolts instead of using a decent looking bolt. He's just chucked some chook shit on there, which is fucking terrible, but I'll sort all that out. Good base, for $150 anyway. It was cheap, so I just thought, why not? There's probably $300 worth of car builders in the inside of it, so why not? Anyway, yes, that'll be the next, well, don't know, be how quick I can chop it out, but I suppose the intention is to keep as much of the old one together as possible. Obviously a few things I'm going to have to pinch because they're just getting ridiculous, so like a genuine front bar, etc. Yeah, that's not cheap anymore. But yeah, radiator, I mean, if I do the tube front end, I might be actually tip that up a little bit more vertical, give me a little bit more space. Like, I mean, that was obviously built like that, but you know, those dash 20 fittings take a fair bit of poking in there, so it'll give me a little bit more room there. Strut tail wise, obviously clearance to headers. Yeah, probably even with the pipes out, you're looking, you know, how the hell do you change plugs on that? But it's actually relatively easy to sort of get to them all. But yeah, you know, obviously how I sort of smoothed all these initially, well, dust probably makes it look a little bit worse than it is, but yeah, I mean, they're not bad, but that was sort of, I don't know, 8-10 years ago me. And then yeah, like I said, you can see the heat cracks the whole bog, so minimal amount of filler would be good. But yeah, so that's the plan anyway. Give me a little more room behind the firewall so I can yeah, pulling out for maintenance, etc. Yank all that. Even the coils, obviously thinking along those lines that get that to spin around. With the strut, you know, towel, what I'll do, mount a permanent one across sort of this section, and then yeah, the big IGN ones from Haltech. I actually clamp them. You can buy some nice billet clamps for them. So Haltech Metalcraft. Metalcraft been around longer than Haltech for me anyway. But yeah, that'll stay there. Yeah, love me sheet metal manifold, any one of kind. So yeah. Turbo Smart reg. Obviously had the Turbo Smart gates, and once upon a time the blow off valves as well. But yeah, reg that, and as you can see a little bit of dust. I'm sweating, but yeah, it's all Teflon thicken line, but yeah, it doesn't really make much difference that I've noticed so far. But yeah, someone commented today, I actually just about forgotten what Grant looks like, unfortunately. I yeah, haven't had a problem with the turbos in God knows how long, since it's been dry sumped. Obviously, you can't really see the supply comes from down where the filter is. So filter's tucked up under the front bar, but yeah, it's filtered oil. Goes straight to them, not a pressure feed off the block like a lot of the standard LS stuff is. But